What's up guys, hope you're doing great. It's your boy Shots. In today's video, we're going to look at a follow-up video to what I previously did when I shared with you a new LUT that deals really good with the skin. And in today's video, we're going to look at how we can enhance or augment the skin tone to turn it from this to this. Let's get right into it. Before we go ahead with that, I want to let you know that I have down the description below the LUT that turned this flat footage from this to this, and I'm pretty sure that it looks good to you too. So if you fancy it, go down there and download it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alright, so the first thing I want us to look at before we go along with today's tutorial is that you realize that in the skin, or in a dark skin for that matter, you realize that there's a lot of warmth in there. All right, there is orange, there's yellow, and there's red, and those are the colors that we're going to tackle to get our look to that chocolate dark skin tone. And this step is done once you've applied the LUT or you've created your color grade, but you still want to actually target the skin and make it look that dark. This is my way to go about it. So still in the Lumetri color tab, you're going to go to curves. Okay, so we have hue versus saturation, hue versus hue, but for this purpose you're going to look at just the hue versus saturation. Okay, so with my color picker, all right, so I'm going to select the skin tone, anywhere around the skin tone. I'm going to pick the browns. Okay, and here it selects the colors or the range or the spectrum of warmth that I have in the skin tone as properties. So yellows, reds, and oranges. Right, so with the center I'm going to drag it down to reduce its saturation, and what you notice immediately is that we've taken out the warmth and the skin still looks good, but this time around she looks more dark, which is something we are going to go for. All right, but it doesn't just end there. Even though it does look good, we are not going to end there. We are going to add some contrast to bring out the pop. All right, so we're going to add some contrast to it to the right. Okay, then I'm going to add some whites, just a bit of it, then crush the blacks. Good. Now to the shadows is going to help us bring out the shade or the shadows a little bit more out to separate the highlights from the shadows much more. All right, okay, so now it pops better than before. You realize that the contrast actually makes her skin tone pop some more, and basically that's how I go about it. You realize I didn't do so much. It was just in the Lumetri curves, the RGB curves, that I had to just pull down the saturation of the skin, which is mainly made of reds, oranges, and yellows. All right, so if you push towards the opposite side, you notice that's way too much out of the normal. But you bring it all the way down, it gives you a different skin tone, which is most preferred in the dark skin tone spectrum. All right, so basically that is how I go about augmenting or making dark skin tones pop more, so it looks much more natural to the eye instead of adding too much warmth. And all these can be done with just a few minor tweaks like we just did in this video. So if you fancy skin tones that are dark, this one way you can go about it. There are several other ways that you can still achieve this look, and I understood this through photography when I was retouching in Photoshop. That's how I understood that I could bring down the skin tones, the yellows and the reds in the skin tones, to make the skin tone much more dark. And I applied that in video editing and I realized that it works, so I decided to share it with you. So basically this is how you go about it. If it works for you or if you like the look, please share this video, let others also see this process and learn from it. And also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post notification button, and down the description below is the LUT to start it all off and get to this particular look. Thank you very much once again. I'm gonna catch you next time in the next video. Have a wonderful day. See ya.